quite an aggressive person.
It's not violent.
I'm up for a fight. I'll have a go.
You're not only trying to beat the other guy into unconsciousness, he's trying to do the same to you. You also have the potential to snap limbs.
Definitely not a violent person. I just do it for the fun.
That isn't violence, that's competition.
Will you watch me fight?
No, I'm not going to watch you fight.
Just turn up late. You miss it then, you can still come. It was my first professional fight, it's my first cage fight. I'm looking forward to get experience. I understand the girl I'm fighting's had a few fights before that. So obviously she got more experience than me.
Alexis is just like everybody else. She's a normal 23-year-old girl. People look at my daughter in the ring and think, oh yeah, she's violent and what have you. But she's not violent outside the ring. She's just like the girl next door.
This time, catch him off the shoot, yeah? So as he comes in with the shoot, then come in.
I started work, met my partner Mike. He teaches jiu-jitsu, so just went along to the classes then. Started from there, we progressed to do MMA.
If you take the Olympic sports of judo, wrestling and boxing and combine them, you basically have MMA. Now, that's not one Olympic discipline you have to be good at, it's three.
They call it cage fighting. Some people call it freestyle fighting. I call it MMA.
I think it's a more skilled sport than a lot of other fighting sports. I mean, if you take boxing or kickboxing, the main target is the head and the main target is to knock your opponent out. With this sport, there's so many other things you can do with the grappling involved so that your opponent can tap out before any real damage is inflicted.
I don't really 100% approve of it. I suppose I'm being a bit chauvinistic, and I think that women are the gentler sex. But this day and age, it seems to be that more and more women are getting into more masculine areas, should we say. I suppose if they want equality, they've got to do everything.
I think women in violent sports, well, you know, if men can do it, why can't women? I think it's just good fun, really, at the end of the day, you know.
To be honest, I don't view the sport as violent. The way I view the sport is you get two people that come together to put in real combat practice any style or system they've learned. So to me, they've got as much right to know the stuff as the next guy, you know.
There's always the self-defence aspect of it. This one particular night, I went out to a club in Cardiff with my friends, and these two blokes tried to push me in a toilet, these two scrawny little chavs. And let's be honest, there's only one reason why two men are going to try and push a woman in the toilet, aren't they? And this one bloke, I absolutely battered him for it. Absolutely battered him. I think that it saved me from being raped at that point. I really, really do believe that, hand on my heart.
Come on. Come on in. Head. The type of styles I've taught Lex is a range from jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, Thai boxing, and then obviously we do drills then where we combine all the different systems into one, which gives you the MMA system we do.
Mike's only happy to let me fight if I'm happy with fighting.
Okay, come on in, let's pick it up.
Obviously he's nervous about me fighting as well, because he knows we're both going to get hurt, me and the person I'm fighting against, unless she's amazing and I can't get a punch in.
Come on. Stop. You're not going to be able to miss the chances in the cage, okay? Yeah, throw a sloppy punch, she's going to send one back, she connects you down, that's it, end of subject. Right?
I'm nervous. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't.
Last preparation, you've got no...
I lost a stone in 2 weeks. And this week leading up to the fight, I got conjunctivitis, which is why I'm wearing my glasses.
Seems huge. They like to have a good fight. I don't think everyone's expecting people to get knocked out and blood everywhere. It's a bit morbid.
It's a lot safer than boxing. One of the main reasons is because the gloves are a lot smaller, you can only take a couple of shots before you're knocked out or the fight stops. The problem is with boxing, when you get hit, you get the brain shake. So when you get punched, your brain rattles around the inside of your skull. And that's where all the bruising and damage happens on your brain. Whereas in MMA, if you're getting punched really hard 2 or 3 times, you're inevitably going to be knocked out or the fight's going to be stopped, so you don't get that brain shake.
Right then, next. These people are really fit, well-trained martial artists. They've trained for years and they know the pitfalls. And very rarely, I think in about 20-odd fights, they've never sent anybody to hospital. It's the only time a 23-year-old is ever going to look at me.
So it's the first test passed. Next test is in the cage.
People think, oh, when you're in a cage, you're knocking 7 bales of shit out of each other. But it's really like a game of chess.
For every move someone pulls, you've got a defence and then a counter. And then they're going to defend that counter and then counter themselves. So we'll be moving from position to position until someone makes a mistake and they'll get tapped out with a lock.
I want to see blood. I want to see violence.
Women in fighting, pretty good. Compare them to the men and you'll see how they get on. It's going to be very different but exciting at the same time.
When I get in there and I'm fighting, I just want to hurt them as bad as I can. This is the bit that I love. I love getting in here and doing this and looking forward to it. I've trained hard. I think at the end of the day, all you can do for a fight is prepare. All you can do in life for anything is prepare. Basically, my training regime when I'm coming up to a fight is about 5 hours a day, 5 days a week, split between cardio. So I've got my running, my sprints, my weights a couple of times a week, and the rest of it is sparring and sport-specific skills training.
I'm not going to intend to go into the cage to annihilate her. Obviously, we are professional people. She might be the nicest person in the world, but we've both decided that, yes, we want to go into the cage, and we've been matched up.
Just going to enjoy it. It's just a big game. It's a load of fun.
Are you ready? Are you ready to fight? Fight!
Come on then, lads! Get him back! Come on, lads! Come on then, lads! Come on then! Come on, lads!
Protect yourself! Protect yourself! Protect yourself! Protect yourself! Protect yourself! Stop! 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 Are you all right?
I think there is a kind of friendship between fighters then, that you go in, you do what you've decided to do, you've done your sport, you shake hands, good fight. But I don't think I want to take it personally that she hit me quite hard. As the bell goes, the bell goes. We're done and dusted now. Thank you very much for the 15 minutes of getting battered.
She had heart and soul into that fight. She did really well for me, you know. She had guts coming into a ring with someone nearly a stone heavier than her, so definitely she did well.
It didn't last very long. I enjoyed it though. She hits hard. It would have been nice to land a few more shots, I think. She had a hell of a takedown, fair play to her. That was awesome.
I'm feeling really good. It was a good fight. I really enjoyed it. There's some tough punches on her, but at the end of the day, it's more technical and more aggressive.
I enjoyed it. I had a whale of a time. I was smiling, laughing at the end. I don't know. So much is hurting tomorrow. So no, I enjoyed it. It was good fun. She hits hard.